In the cold, quiet corridors of death row, where each prisoner is marked by time, some wait in silence, but each is granted a small tradition before they meet their fate, a last meal. It's a final request that, for many, is steeped in symbolism, comfort, and perhaps a bit of mystery. And in those choices, sometimes, lay peculiar and unforgettable glimpses into the lives and minds of those condemned. One such inmate, a man named Victor Feger, made a surprising and unusual request. Facing execution in Iowa, Feger did not ask for a feast, nor did he seek comfort foods. Instead, his final meal was a single, solitary olive. His only request was that it be served with the pit intact. In the quiet cell, as he ate it alone, some wondered why. Feger hoped, perhaps in a way only he could understand, that after his death, an olive tree would grow from his body, a symbol of peace, rebirth, and maybe, his silent bid for redemption. Then there was the story of John Wayne Gacy, a man infamous for his dark and twisted crimes. As the day of his execution drew near, his request stood in stark contrast to the crimes he committed. Gacy ordered a spread more fitting for a child celebration, a bucket of fried chicken, French fries, and strawberries, rounded off with fried shrimp. This indulgence in comfort food seemed to echo a different time, a moment before everything darkened, perhaps a throwback to simpler, lighter memories. It left prison guards and witnesses to wonder if Gacy's choice was an eerie return to innocence or merely a refusal to face his last hours with any sign of remorse. And then, in stark contrast to Gacy, was Lawrence Brewer, a man whose crimes had stunned a nation. Brewer's last meal was a monumental order: 2 chicken fried steaks, a triple meat bacon cheeseburger, a pound of barbecued meat, and more fried okra than anyone could imagine eating in one sitting. As the plates were brought in, stacked high with food, the guards braced themselves for his last indulgence. But Brewer simply pushed the meal away, leaving it untouched. It was a strange defiance, as though he were playing a final game, refusing to conform even to his last human ritual. Texas took note, and from that day forward, they abolished the practice of offering final meal requests, citing Brewer's gesture as a tipping point. And then there was a man who sought neither redemption nor rebellion but a taste of his childhood. Timothy McVeigh, a man whose actions left a scar on the nation, requested nothing extravagant. His last meal was 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream. As he sat, eating spoonful after spoonful in the silence, it was as if McVeigh sought solace in the simplest, most innocent memory he could conjure. Each meal, from the unbidden to the bitter, tells a story, a final glimpse into the minds of those who faced their own mortality. Some reached for forgiveness, others for rebellion, and some for one last taste of a life they were leaving behind. In the end, the last meal is not just food, it is a message, a mystery, and a testament to the human complexities that persist, even in the face of death.